Hey guys, so you might have seen our other tour from like 6 months ago. A lot has been done since then, so we thought we'd finally update you.
Yeah, so today we want to give you a tour of our home. So let's go.
Let's do it. First thing you'll see as you come in, we actually have these storage bins here to the side, primarily for shoes. We have a couple here that we also use for keys or whatever. When you come home from work, we'll just throw those in there. As you walk in, the first thing you kind of notice is this box here with the cat door, and that's actually our litter box for Tilla over here. And so we can latch that for travel so that won't come undone. We've also got her food and water right down here. We kind of just designed it where it would all store away and just kind of be hidden so it's not in the way anywhere. So obviously when you're working in a bus, you need to be as smart as you can with your space. Okay, so here we have both of our couches to the left and right as soon as you walk in. This couch here is primarily for like electronic storage. I've got my Xbox, Nintendo Switch, gaming computer, and then our board games and just some odds and ends. This couch, however, houses our table. I can give you a sneak peek of, and that actually just comes right out, flops down into this spot with these railings, and these cushions move down and becomes basically a queen size bed for guests. And then if we want to, we can extend the legs out and then it'll pop up into our dining table, which can sit 4 people on the couches and then another 1 and 1 on each side by just pulling these chairs up. So moving a little further in, you can see our workstation space over here. This was kind of my baby. There's a couple things that you don't want to sacrifice when you're living tiny, and this was one for me. I did not want to give up my gaming computer, so that's why I built the space in there. All the cords go through the wall, and then we have this gorgeous ultra-wide monitor that we can do photo editing, video editing, all of that, plus play my games. I'm not giving those up either, so got that nice space. This is kind of Brianna's space over here. And both of these fold down completely against the wall. And so if you want a little bit more space, you want people to sit, you can fold these down against the wall and then turn these chairs around and back them in, and then just kind of continues the couch. Okay, moving further, you're gonna take over.
So now we're going to talk about the kitchen area. And so if you come on into the kitchen, we have our wood burning stove here we use in the fall and the winter. Highly recommend this. This is our cubic mini wood burning stove. We can also cook on it. So last winter we did a lot of foil meals on top of this. We store our wood underneath, so it's really accessible. We also have our fan back here that we set on top, which blows the heat whatever direction that we set the fan. So this is really awesome to have one of these on top of your wood burning stove. Over here we have our cooking stove and oven combo. We weren't sure if we wanted the stove and oven, but I'm truly thankful that we have it because I actually do a lot of meals in the oven. It's just easier to chop up a bunch of things and throw it in and kind of not worry about it for a second and kind of move on. So I like to cook a lot of oven meals, so I'm glad that we have this. We decided to do butcher block countertops in our kitchen, so as you can see on both sides we have a lot of kitchen space. I'm thankful for the space that we have. It's kind of a lot, to be honest with you. We have a pretty big kitchen in my opinion. On top of our stove and oven we have our spice cabinet up here and our vitamin cabinet, so when we're cooking we don't forget to take our vitamins, so vitamins and spices go up here. Next cabinet that we have, we store our plates and our bowls. I just put some lining in between each glass, plate, and bowl, so when we're traveling, it stays pretty secure and they don't bang up against each other, so we don't have to worry about them breaking. On these cabinets, we also have these, air struts on each cabinet that are super secure, like heavy duty and durable, so it's pretty hard to like shut them actually, but they're not going anywhere when we travel. And this one we have just our mugs and our glasses for drinks, so I'll close those. All of our drawers and cabinets have hooks on them, so when we're traveling that they stay secure. There's just little hooks on each one, so they really lock into place when we close them. Same thing with each cabinet. We have the locks. Every time I open the cabinet, Tilla loves to run in there and play. Over here is our sink area, like meal prep area. We have our cutting board here. This is from IKEA. I like this because of the size. It wasn't on purpose that this happened, but it can easily be slid over to like kind of close up the sink area. So if we have dirty dishes or don't want that seen, or just kind of to put it out of sight for a moment, and we can just slide this over. If not, we just use it, chop food over here, and then anything that we need to dispose, kind of just toss it right in the sink and we're good to go. Our sink is from Zuni Home. I absolutely love our undermount sink. We chose undermount just because it looks really clean, and I don't know, I just really like the looks of an undermount sink, and that way when you have things that you're wiping off on the counter, you can just slide it right in. There's not that extra crease of things getting built up here, so I like that, the undermount look. Our faucet, I'll turn that on for you guys to show you, has 2 different settings, so I like this spray, and that we can move it around to wash dishes and things like that. We have our Dometic fridge here, fridge and freezer. This is an RV fridge and freezer. Highly recommend it. It has the locks, so when we open, it closes shut and it locks shut, so when we're traveling, that's not going to open or fly open or anything like that. Up top, we're thinking about putting a microwave, so we just kind of left space for that. That way it's super easy to run electrical and put a small microwave up here and get that mounted. But for now, it's just like snack storage. We just keep some festive bowls and things up there. Here we have our pantry. Devin built these drawers by hand. You can pull all of these out and they just store like canned goods, all of our snacks, chips. We have rice and oatmeal and cereal, syrups, protein, my cookbook, just different things like that. And so I really love these drawers to store all of our foods. The bottom one we just use as a trash bin, so we keep a trash bag inside and we throw our trash in there. So the bottom one is just for trash. Over here we just store like households, like cleaning products, and they all have the locks on them, and our trash bags and things like that.
Stepping into the last section of the bus, this is kind of the sleeping and bathing area. So you can see here to my right, we have the bunk beds. Having people, family, friends, and everything, like we wanted to make sure that we had a space for them, because we really like to entertain and just bring people with us whenever we can. So we made these bunk beds here, and every one of them for now we're using for clothes storage, but then once we get stuff kind of more finished, we're gonna let guests use these spaces to store all their clothes. Okay, so down here we've actually stored all of our electrical. Solar batteries are over there, solar charge controller, circuit box, just everything kind of tucked right in there nicely. We've got nice little night lights and USB power outlets. And then if you come over to the other side, you'll see our bathroom. So I'm a little bit taller than Brianna, and so we thought it was the best idea to actually give a roof raise just to this part. So as I step in, you can see, I don't know if you can tell here, this is like the perfect height for me to be able to fully stand up. This is the height of the bus. So if I was standing up, my head would be pressed right into there. If you look over on this side, we've got a nice little bench, which honestly I've never used, but Brianna gets a lot of use out of. She said it's a good place to just sit down and be able to shave her legs. So that's cool to have, or you can just relax. And this thing, the head of the shower actually moves, so you can move it like up above you. And then on the other side, we have our composting toilet. As you can see right here. So the composting toilet has the pee in the front, and then in the back are the solid waste. And one of the key kind of designs of why we put the bathroom here was it has the door right here. So for cleaning out the toilet, we just thought it would be super convenient if you can do it from outside. Just open the door, hoist the whole thing out. It's super easy and nice to have. And that's pretty much the bathroom. Obviously all tiled, penny tile on the bottom. Works really well, just a great shower. So you can kind of see the bench right here. So we actually built a nice little storage bin that goes directly underneath there. Right here we just have a simple utility closet. It has the water pump, some filters, hot water heater, kind of all tucked away in there, vacuum, broom. This was actually our bed that we use in our home. It's a queen size mattress and it's super comfortable, so we're really happy we got to keep that. Over here you're gonna see our Splendid washer dryer combo, which we just used for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and it's been working out really well. Right above it, this is actually our clothes hamper, so all of our clothes will collect in there, and then we'll just open this up and throw them right in there, so that's super convenient. This is just kind of a catch-all storage area, a couple books, just whatever we have from work. Mostly me, I just kind of throw stuff up there when I get home from work. On the other section to my right here is our hanging storage. This is where most of our clothes live. You can see we've got anything that needs to hang goes here. Hats will just go right here, plus a couple bags. And then if you go down to the bottom, this is where most of my clothes live. Just in 4 separate bins. I've got kind of pants divided up, workout stuff, golf stuff, and then work clothes. Probably one of the coolest things to see in a bus, at least to me, is our mini split. So our mini split works as both a air conditioner and a heat pump, which means it heats as well. And then we just have the little storage containers here on the left and the right, which we just kind of throw whatever really. Right now we've got just some like winter coats and stuff in the right, and then some different ideas for maybe a charging station on the left. We'll show you here, this is the remote for the mini split, which is really nice. Once you lay down, like you can just turn it up or down. This is where we watch a little bit of our TV. If we're not up front watching movies on the couch, we'll just be watching movies right here. And also we have some nice little cabinets here that are unfinished inside, but this is where like all of our charging for our phones, you can just throw your phone in there if you don't want to mess with it. Laptops can fit in there, stuff like that. We have a 120 plug-in as well. So that's nice to have. And that's pretty much the bedroom. Forgot to mention that we have storage underneath the bed as well. We don't want to waste that space. So we have our 100-gallon water tank under there, as well as about 1.5 feet by 8 foot of just storage for towels and stuff like that. It's another good storage space.
Thanks for watching a tour of our tiny home on wheels. We are super excited about this build. Make sure you go follow us at Basically Nomads over on Instagram, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.